Hello, my name is Nikita Dmitriev and I'm practicing psychologist, coach and trainer with more than 8 years of experience. I'm 29 years old right now and I'm living in Antalya, but basically I'm living in the trip. I move from one city to another, from one country to another, because I can do that and I'm interested in it right now. So I want to live in the trip, in the journey, because I like it. And in this video I want to share with you my story of my life, where I started. And I started with a really low point in what I really achieved, working with mindset. So I will tell you my journey through this my psychological journey. And I was born originally in Russia, and I born and raised in Russia, and I born there in 1993. And my parents, they weren't like some rich people, they were just like ordinary people. My mother, she was unemployed actually, and my father also. And my father left my mother when I was like about 1 year old, and my mother died when I was 3.5. And my mother was suffering from schizophrenia, so she had kind of mental disorder, and she beat me a lot. Well, and she did a lot of like bad things. So the basic trust which is establishing between mother and her child was ruined completely from that point. And that's why in the future I will have a lot of fear, a lot of doubts, a lot of like phobias. And more than that, when my mother died when I was 3.5 years, when my mother died, my grandparents, my grandmother and my grandfather, they thought in their mind that it's okay, that I cannot understand anything, that I don't have feelings, I don't have any like troubles with that. And of course I had feelings, of course it was painful to me, of course I was suffering, I didn't know what's going on, I didn't know what happened, and it was really painful. And they just think that it's okay. Well, and they didn't let me to express my feelings, and they were stuck. And that's how my trauma began. So I got this trauma, my mother died, she beat me, and then all the suppressed feelings that I had from this accident were suppressed in my body, in my mind. And after that I'm growing older, and I was really fat, a fat kid. I was a really fat boy, and my weight was about 90 kilograms when I was 11. I will post some pictures you can see right now. That's how I look like, and that's how I look like now. I'm 29 now. So, and I was quite shy person. Basically what I like to do is just to read some books and to play computer games. I don't like much being with another kids, because I was afraid, because I was like embarrassed all the time. And that's the point from which I started. And then I got to the university, and I had some good scholarship, but I didn't work, because my scholarship it's covering everything I need, and so I didn't work. And during this studying in university, I started to face with some problem. I'm facing with some problems. For example, I want to have some social influence. I want to do some job. I want to communicate with another like grown-ups, but I just felt that I'm useless. Of course, I did a lot of activities. I write. My first degree is journalism. I studied for the journalism. Of course, I did a lot of like some work. I worked for the newspaper, for the radio, but somehow I didn't feel that it means something to me. Well, so. And then when I was 20, I moved to another country. I lived there for 1 month. I basically lived in the UK because it was like education program. And then I came back, and suddenly I knew what is panic attacks. What is panic attacks? Panic attacks is if you don't know what is it, you have to Google it. oh, you guys, believe me, you don't want to have them. You don't want to have the panic attacks, because it's like the state when you suddenly start to feel something, some fear, you know, some panic without no reason, like in some thoughts pop in your mind, like, oh my God, is it dangerous? Oh my God, am I dying? What's going on? And blah, 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 blah. And that's how it works. And this panic attacks, they just drive me crazy, and it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. And after that, I decided to start take tranquilizers like benzodiazepine, such as fenazepam. I don't know if you have this in the country where you're watching this video from, but anyway, I started to take tranquilizers, and I've been taking there. I had been taking there for like 2 years, and after that, I just graduated. I finished my university. I got my diploma for journalist as a major and translation as a minor. I finished my university, and I've decided, like, just like, okay, well, I need to do something. I need to find some way to live without this tranquilizer, because I felt so depressed. I felt so down. I started to drink, and I was drinking about half a year, like every day. So, and I've decided if I continue to do like this, I will end up as my father. And my father, he's kind of alcoholic, so he's drinking every day, and he's like not doing any helpful things to the world, to the people. So I don't want to be like him, and just decided like to visit my psychologist. And I started like the therapy process. And it was quite painful. In the same time, it was quite it brought me a lot of relief. And I realized that my suppressed feelings about my mother, they affect what's going on with me. They affect how I feel. And all my anxiety, all my depressions, all my bad thoughts, they are just suppressed feelings from the past. And I started to work with that. And I did some training, some psychological trainings. I mean, I provide them, I conducted them, I gave some psychological trainings for students. So I did it before. I was interested in psychology, and I've decided to do therapy as well, to conduct therapy as well. And I was really like brave guy at that moment. I mean, when I wanted to do something, I don't hesitate to do something, because even now, if you're watching this channel, you probably think, oh my God, well, maybe, well, another person might think, oh, I'm not perfect, my English isn't perfect, I don't want to do that. But anyway, I'm just doing this. I'm sharing my life with you. Even I don't speak English as good as I want to do that, but still, I'm sharing, and I doing what I do. And I decided to try to do also to do therapy for other people. And I tried, and I found some clients, some patients, from the forums, from the people who were addicted from tranquilizers, which I took. And I started to work with that people. So I started with the drug addictions, like medicine drug addiction person. And I worked with them, and I invented some methodology which helps people to give up the tranquilizers in 40% of cases, which is a lot. It's a huge amount, because usually when you do it by yourself, the chance you will go back is about like 90%. That's what I learned from the statistics, from the researches, from the forums, from my researches. And I was really proud of this method. And I applied this methodology, and I also started to do my another diploma, my PhD in psychology. And I'm doing this, and so I'm working on myself. I didn't have much money, and in 1 year I started to work with the kids. Well, I'm working with the kids as a teacher, as an English teacher a little bit, in some kids camp. So, and I'm trying to do some psychology, I'm doing, and then another bad thing happened to me. I got into the toxic relationship. It was really toxic, and it was really painful to me. Being in that relationship, I cried every month, not every week, like 3-4 times every week. I cried being in that relationship, and it was really harsh to me. And I also, and she was psychologist. Actually, it was like triple family. So I have her, and then I have my friend. Like, so I have like girlfriend boyfriend relationship, and it was like really weird, you know, and it was really painful because actually I want to be with her, but she just said no, I want to be with him, and so I was like, okay, I want to be with him also. It was so complicated. I will probably film another video about that, and if you want me to film this video, you can just say it in the comments. So tell me please in the comments if you want to see this story, if you want to hear the story from me or not. So well, it was really harsh, and it lasted like 1.5 years, and she was a psychologist. Probably she's a psychologist, maybe not the best one, but still. Well, and I also learned, I've been learning a lot about psychology, a lot about of relationship, how it works. And then after I finished this relationship, I realized that I'm broke and I'm in debt. So because it was so, everything went so bad, and I was really broke, and I was really poor. I had no money, and I decided, okay, I don't have money, I don't have anything, but what I want to do right now, I want to climb into that mountain. And I already knew that money is in your head. And I decided to also invent some methodology, some method that can help you to increase your incomes. Well, I just discovered some methods, some techniques, and I apply them to myself, and I applying them, and I got a brilliant result. I increased my money income 12 times for 1 year. 12 times, guys. Can you imagine that? From like almost zero till about like $2,500 $2,500, which is a lot if you are living in Russia, especially in that years. It was like really a lot. So, and I applied this methodology, and I saw that it works, and I started to work with another clients. I opened an online school and also like another channel in YouTube, and it's in Russian, and it has now about 15,000 followers. Maybe when you're watching this video, of course it's more because it's growing. Well, and I decided to spread this knowledge, and I'm having online school in Russia, which is letting me to travel freely, which is letting me to do anything I want to do, because it's like automatically works, because I have enough money, I have enough time, I have enough free time to do what I want to do. But now I've decided to spread this knowledge, to share them worldwide, and I'm creating my online school worldwide, and I'm creating this YouTube channel, and we're doing it in English. And I hope you guys, if you find this channel, you found it really helpful to you, because this methodology, this technique that I invented, is really works, and it works much more effectively than other regular psychological techniques that you probably know about, that you probably ever used, because my psychological approach was created to help people quickly and easily, because I don't like this story with the therapy for really long time, for like 10 years, 20 years, like 2 years, even 1 year. And if you guys want to get one of this, the best technique for the money, you can check the link below. It just go this link, and you will see how to get it. So, don't be afraid, don't believe me, don't believe that it works, just try how it works, and you will be really surprised, you will be really impressed by this technique. So, I'm spreading this now for all people around the world. I hope I will succeed. I hope it works. And I did a lot of, I'm doing a lot of courses. I'm doing a lot of online courses, and you can also, for that point, when you're watching it, you can schedule a free strategy session, like psychologist strategy session with you, and me personally, I will help you to achieve your goals by setting you the right mindset, because the mindset is the most important thing to have if you want to achieve something, if you want to get something, because without it you're like nothing, because we are people, we are human who has brain, and brain is really like works neocortex, and so this brain just need to be used in order to succeed, you know. So guys, I hope you like my story. It's not completely, of course, probably I will do something more. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. I will be glad to answer your question. I will be glad to help you with any with anything, and check out the description below this video, check out the courses, check out the money technique, which is really important, and just feel free to write me and to book your free strategy session with me. Okay, it was a pleasure to be here. I hope see you next time.